All right, let's talk about the Ice Cream Man. This is a movie that, honestly, I'll tell you a story about my experience. I had never seen the original before. I wanted to make a video because I saw there was a remake coming out. Thought it might be cool. Hated the original movie. Didn't really get it. Wasn't for me. By the way, I made a comment about it on my social media, and a lot of people gave me pushback about that. There was a guy who came at me and was like, "Let me guess, you think Marvel's great cinema?" Okay, dude. It just wasn't for me. I explained why in the video. I reviewed the original, but um, I really didn't know what to expect with this movie. I actually had tickets to go to a Monday night mystery movie at Regal, which I kind of already knew it was going to be the Ice Cream Man. That was going to be the horror movie that they were going to show. So I thought I was going to go check it out, and review that movie. I ended up working so many days at work that I just felt tired and exhausted, and I didn't want to go to that movie. So I just canceled and I stayed home that day. Needless to say, after I missed that screening, I have heard nothing but dog shit things about this movie, and I'm kind of both glad that I didn't go to that screening, but also dumbfounded with the nonsense around this movie. So if you don't know, this movie has been getting headlines not because it's just a bad movie like your regular kind of bad horror movie. This movie is Eli Roth's new part of Eli Roth's new production company that's kind of focused on more independent horror, and he used a lot of indie uh, techniques and things like that, low budget stuff in this movie. But he also used AI. And we will never truly know how much of AI in the movie. He claims it's not a lot. A lot of people are debating that fact, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was lying about it. Eli Roth seems like not the greatest person, and so it's kind of this awkward situation of like, who do I really believe here? Not really sure, but here we are. And so honestly, hearing all the awful things about this movie, I was not gonna go to. I really didn't want to go to this movie, but the problem was I'd already uploaded my review of the original movie saying I'm gonna review this movie, so I chose to go. Mainly because I try not to support movies that use AI. It's kind of hard now. Like I saw Stop That Train, which is a movie that I actually enjoyed, gave a positive review to, and apparently they used AI in the movie, and I wasn't aware of that fact when I saw it, and so we're in this kind of weird era of how much does AI really affect the movies we watch? How do you really boycott it when it's everywhere? I don't really know. I'm not really here for that conversation. I'm only bringing it up because it is such a part of the conversation with this movie. But in seeing the movie, I can understand why this is a bad so much of the conversation because it's a very lazy critique to criticize something for using AI. I mean, not like itself saying that critique, but like the idea of that. Hey, AI is hey, this is just bad because it's AI. Well, you know, I understand that can be part of it, but a lot of the problems of this movie would be bad if AI wasn't used or not. This is a weird, really fucking weird movie. Uh, this movie is like a knockoff of Weapons and like Terrifier stuff, where it tries to be Terrifier with just it's just about the gore to it all, with this like weird kind of ice cream man dude who's kind of like Art the Clown, where he's not in like a full costume thing, but he is kind of like silent and doing the creepy smile thing. And then you have like kids killing people like Weapons. But where in Weapons, that movie had a deeper message and things it was trying to say within itself of why that stuff was going on, it made for a very interesting movie that was well written and well made. This movie is not that. And I'm not even looking for the most like well-made movie. If this movie was just like Terrifier and just dumb gore that was really cool and unique and like really well crafted stuff, I still wouldn't love it because I don't really love the Terrifier stuff. But like it would still be better than this movie. This movie's problem is like number one, you get all these terrible child actors. which isn't their fault. But even on top of that, you have some of the worst dialogue to give into the adult characters and the children characters. Nobody reacts like a human in this movie. So like every kid has like ice cream smudged all over their face, like they're showing up to school like that, and the teacher's seeing like three or four students in his class like that, not questioning why they all have the same kind of ice cream smudges on their faces, and then they start killing. It's just like why do people react like this? There's a lady whose dog's barking. She's walking up the neighborhood, and she sees that she has a head, and she's just holding it all bloody. She's like, "Oh, what happened?" Instead of like, I don't know, immediately pulling out your phone and calling the fucking cops and running the other way. Like, just nobody reacts like a real human being would in this movie. It makes for this weird like scenario. And it's one thing if the movie was going for some kind of goofy tone where a lot of the like ridiculousness of it is played up. This movie really isn't going for that. It's this movie's also so overly bright, which is kind of unique for a horror movie, and I think could be cool if they did something with that, but unfortunately they don't do anything with that. This movie is ridiculously bizarre and weird and all over the place, and I do not recommend that you watch this movie because it is horrible. And it is easily one of the worst movies I saw this year. Maybe one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. This movie is directed by Eli Roth, who's not even a director I hate, but not even a director I'm a fan of, but I can tell you he's done better movies than this. I get why people like the Hostel movies. Not for me. I know people like other stuff he's done. I kind of like the Thanksgiving one he did, even though I haven't seen it more than once and probably never will after watching this movie. Because this movie has made me forever disinterested in whatever Eli Roth does next. In fact, if I see another movie that Eli Roth's directing, I'm not even convinced I'll buy a ticket. And I tend to watch kind of everything. And this is the kind of director who's bashing young creative people who are like the people behind Obsession and the Backrooms and warning Hollywood how this is a big mistake while making this kind of shit. What are we even doing?